What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another Discord Friday. If you guys are new, please join Discord and please subscribe to my channel. Great content over here. I have been doing interviews again, so please check out the playlist tab underneath my videos on my YouTube page, and you will see the interviews over there. They're very unique. I like doing them. So if you guys want to be interviewed, please let me know over on Messenger on Discord, and maybe we could do an interview. We'll set that up in the future. So subscribe to the channel, guys. Give me a thumbs up, leave comments, and let's get on to today's video. So another thing I do on this channel before we get to the video, guys, is I do one-on-ones where you guys could do a video call with me over on Discord. 45 minutes, 35 minutes, an hour. I try to keep it at least an hour, because it's taking time out of my day. The only difference is I am now requesting a donation of $20 or more. Guys, my time has got to be worth something. If you're taking an hour of my time, of me helping you, I just feel like I'm not doing this for the money, but at the same aspect, guys, my time got to be worth something. I got a Discord that I manage. I got freaking YouTube. I got my eBay store. I got my regular job. I got my home life. I am a very busy person, and to take an hour out of my day, I just feel like I should be, it should be worth something. It should be worth something for my time, and people have not been giving me donations, so now I'm actually requesting a donation before the call. So that's the only difference on that. If you don't want to do it, that's fine, but it's there if you guys want to do it. All right, guys, now we're going to get on to the pictures. A lot of new selectors today, so hopefully we can help them out. The first thing I noticed right here is this green box is a high inside. We want high corners with a low inside. We don't want a high inside with a low corner because everything will slope outwards. Now, it could be just the way the picture looks, but it sure does look like that box is higher. I like your Prego. I like the way we stacked that. I like the way you stacked your red boxes here. This I don't like. Guys, I've been saying this in a lot of my videos lately. Keep cases level at all costs. We do not want to tie in a high to a low, especially with the heavy case, and especially when the case below it is an open top box, because now we're focusing pressure on one spot on that box instead of the whole perimeter of the box like we want to. So this is not a good situation right here. And we threw a partial slip sheet in here, but even still, we have a really good chance of crushing this. I like you don't have a ton wrong going with this point cases in. So these coffee mates, these mixed, should be pointing inwards. You're always going to have same with these orange cases. Remember, the more cases you have pointing towards this middle line, like you do here, these cases, the more cases you have pointing in. Now, I like your coffees because we have three, so we ran them across. But as soon as we ran these three coffees across, we should have came back in on both corners with a skinny middle. When you focus on this center line right here, you're going to have a stronger pallet. And when you keep cases level, you're going to have a stronger pallet. All right, this is another one of yours, and you did a great job on this. The only thing I want to point out is down here. Too big of gaps in our base. I don't like the holes in our base. Believe it or not, see like this Fago right here, it's just, there's so much of that case just leaning into this hole right here. If you're going to do something like this, we want the majority of that case to be on another case. We don't want it resting in the middle of nowhere, because even though you bridge this, there's so much weight going into this hole right here that we can get movement. Even being wrapped, we can get movement by the time this gets to the store. Because remember, this got a long truck ride ahead of it. I think a lot of people forget that this got to go on a truck. It's making bends. It's going over bumps. It's hitting potholes. It's backing up. It's shifting nonstop. Even though it's wrapped, your pallet is going on one heck of a ride to get to the store. And it's a very good possibility that cases start dipping into this hole. So we want minimal holes. Now, right here, you got these three cases going back. Why not move one of these over and bring one in and fill out that base more solid? All right. I just think you just goofed your block up down here. Yeah, we should have had one of these cases pushing in, and, we could have filled out this easily. Yeah, we're leaving too many holes on our base is what I'm trying to get at. But the rest of your palette is great. All right, guys. So this one right here was someone, it's a newer selector as well. And, we always get the comment whenever we say, yeah, you're doing great. People just feel so like overwhelmed. You're doing a good job. This big heavy cases on the corner, we're facing in. I don't like the pineapples up on their side, the cans here. Don't put the cans on their side. There's no need to do it. Keep facing in. So on top of your Clorox, which has no business being on top of this product, this looks like a warehouse problem to me. There's no reason why Clorox plus bleach should be on top of broth. This is a humongous no-no. And if it's the order it came in the warehouse, this is a major warehouse issue, and they need to address this immediately. Could you imagine this popping open? Even if it's the wipes, guys, because there's still liquid in the bottom of the wipes. If there's a cracked one of those cylinders, if they're cracked and it leaks down into the broth, oh, this is a disaster waiting to happen. I don't know what kind of stuff is in here, but it's not good. There should be Clorox should never be on top of anything. And this is a laundry detergent right here, if I'm correct. This has no business being on top of anything either, food-wise. I don't know what's going on with this warehouse, or I don't know. If you selected it out of order, don't do it. Always keep these laundry detergents and Clorox on the bottom of the pallet. But if it came after this product, then it's a warehouse issue. I don't like your broth on the corner, even though you're doing a good job here. I don't know what I am about broths. I always stick broths in the middle if I don't have a lot of them, especially the ones with the open top box. Still good looking pallet. Keep the cans off their sides. Focus on bringing cases constantly into this middle line, just like I said on the other one. And other than that, you're doing a great job. Yeah, looks good. All right, this one right here, I believe it's also the same person's work. Great job. I mean, keeping the buckets in the middle, keeping our sparkling whatever in the middle here, right on top of the buckets. I love the way you did this. Keep the nice big thick boxes on the outside. All this trouble cases, the problem cases on the inside. You did this very well, very nicely stacked out. All right, this is ridiculous. So this goes back to warehouses don't give a crap about you. All right, this is what I'd say all the time. They will do whatever it is. They don't even look. They don't care. They don't think. And the wrap on there, this is one item that you should be keeping wrap on and cutting it while it's in the slot, because buckets have a tendency of tipping over. And if they're sitting in a groove, if there's a board missing, you could easily drop these buckets open and they crack, they're done. And they also come with tape on them as well. Now, it doesn't look like there's much tape on here, but could you imagine trying to pick this or even case hook this? I mean, this is an accident waiting to happen. Second level picking on buckets. I saw this and I just like, oh, I cringe. Like, wake up, guys. All right, wake up. Me personally, I'm scratching this. If I came up to this, I'm zeroing this out. And when they call me in the office and say, why did you zero that out? Well, because I don't feel like case hooking a bucket into my head. That's why. All right, I don't feel like taking the risk of pinching my fingers against the board in the buckets. Your warehouse should start, your selector should start zeroing this out. If you zero it out, they're going to freaking move this shit, because this is just stupid. Just plain dumb. All right, I want to look at the next couple pallets. They're the same person building very well pallets, but there's something I always tell you guys: when you have a high and a low, and you get another high and a low. And when I say this, I know it's hard to follow, so now we got some visual for it. So when you have a high and a low, and you get two more cases that are close to each other, you just swap them around and you get level again. We did it right here. We have a high, even though this case is a little crushed. It might not have been crushed when they first threw it on there, so it's probably some type of domino sugar or something. But look, we got a high, we got a low. Then we got a high case and a low case, and we swapped them around and we got level. That is what I'm talking about whenever I say that. So anytime I have high and lows, I'm constantly thinking, I want to get level again. I want to find two cases that are just a hair off of each other and swap these cases around and get level again. And then when you get level, you take that opportunity to tie it in. Excellent job. And I'm going to click right onto the next thing, because this is also your work too. And we did it again. Looks like baby formula or something here, icing. It should be all right there. So there's a few things here. The pickles. Look, guys, high, low. We get a high and a low, and we swap them around. We're level again. I do this 1,000% of the time when I'm selecting my palette. Anytime I have a high and a low, I'm always thinking, how can I get level again? And that's by taking two cases that are just a hair off of each other and swapping them around and getting level again. Perfectly done. I love the pickles in the middle. I always tell you guys I like big, strong cases on the corners. The pickles is one case I never use. Why? Because they're narrow like this. And to put I just don't like them I like them in the middle of my palette. And this person did exactly what I would do. Just great looking palette, great stacking job. We're using slip sheets. You want to use them because I say the only time I agree with slip sheets is when that layer is almost level. And they're doing exactly that. Beautiful work. All right, so this is the other person from Cisco that they posted to work, said, what can I do differently? And we're all like, nothing. You're doing a great job. And they seem like they're a little shocked by that, but you are. I mean, come on. I mean, we got nice, strong corners. And I like what you did here, swapping the oils around. They look like oils, vat oil, and you did a great job. And back here, we got a bucket and we got this and we tied in with some sugar. I love it. I mean, everything here, we got a nice level thing here. So we stuck a big box there. We're not worried about squeezing cases in where they don't fit. You got the third pallet looking with all water, and then you threw your, it's great. I mean, you're doing a great job. If you're a new selector and you're throwing like this, don't worry about the times. All right. This is where people goof up, is when they're on week 1, week 2, and they start, oh, okay, well, I just built some good pallets. So now let's see if I can get those times. Keep focusing on this. So not only I don't want you to just throw this and be like, oh, cool, I did a good job. I want you to remember this. Okay, so the next time I come and I get 4 of these cases, guess where I'm putting them? Front corner. And then I'm going to do the same thing. If I get these bags right here, I'm going to put them in the same spot. You do the same thing every time. Bucket. I get a bucket, I'm putting on this corner, and I'm going to try to get 2 of these boxes or something similar and tie them in with my bags. It should be the same thing every time. Same thing every time. You did a great job. Now it's time to remember what you did, so you do that without even thinking. That's when you make your times. People do not get that. When you start selecting your orders and know where you're putting the case before you even select it, that is when you make those times. All right. Now, you'll make a big mistake if you just start trying to make your times without remembering what you're doing now. Start remembering what you're doing and start doing the same thing on every order. Every order should not be different. If you're selecting in the same aisle, your pallets should look the same. All right. So that's what I want you to focus on doing. All right. So this person here I was talking to, and I helped one-on-one, and I love when people listen. I really do. I love when people are soaking things in and they actually listen, because the pallets that they posted before a conversation and the pallets that they're posting after a conversation are that much different. And they're starting to look like my work now. I love when people listen. Skinny cases in the middle, long cases coming back. We kept our problem waters in the middle. I love it. We only had 3 of them. We don't need to spread them all over the place. Cases, 2 cases the same. We got the Arizona teas. Look how nice and stacked out. They're all pointing towards the middle of the pallet. You don't see any running the length of the pallet. When you run cases the length of the pallet, you have a problem. Now, yes, we're column stacked, but guess what? This is the part of the warehouse that you have to column stack. And if you do it correctly, you can get away with it. Now, imagine these Arizona teas facing this way, and we go to make a corner. Well, guess what? It's falling over. Yeah, I love it. Perfectly done, perfectly executed, and it looks good. I appreciate you posting your work. All right, guys, this is the last picture I want to look at for today, and this is also the same person. The only thing I want to say on this one right here, that this corner here is a little weak. Remember, we want to focus on pointing cases inwards. In this tall, whatever this is right here, I probably would have focused on having this in the middle. The only reason why this worked out well is because we got lighter boxes on top of it. But if it was like our previous picture that we looked at where we had all that weight, you definitely don't want to focus this on a corner. This would have definitely been in the middle, especially this case right here. Just be careful of that. So what would I have done differently here is at this point right here, I would have just took this and put it over here and possibly put this ragu on top of it in the middle, drop some big cases of the cereal right on top of this sauce right here. I would have tied in that corner really nice. Just watch the weak corners, because we could still drop it, but at least we won't have anything breakable. Now, if you have weight on top of this, this would be an issue. But just remember what I was just saying right there. Other than that, definitely paying attention, and you're definitely doing great work. All right, guys, thank you for watching again another Discord Friday. I appreciate you guys. You have no idea. My channel's been doing really well. The views, counts, subscribers, all that stuff. A lot of interaction on my channel, and I much appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.